Hello everyone, this is Rosella and I am here today with a gorgeous assortment of bridal fabric, lace fabric I should say, beaded and otherwise adorned pieces, appliques, bows, and just an assortment of wonderful things. Now what you're looking at right now, and I am zoomed out all the way and I'm going to move, so I apologize if this is a bit bumpy. This is the skirt of the first dress. That's the top all the way up there. It goes all the way down here, okay? Now I'm going to try and show you some close-ups of what this incredible fabric looks like. So the train of the dress, it has a very short train. The train is clear cut, the lace is cut work and it has no backing on it, okay? It is a mass of just incredible detail. This flower right here, and I'm hoping that you can sort of see that. I know my camera's not the greatest, so I apologize. But this here is a mass of sequins and beads in the flower center, okay? This flower here, you can see, has 2 rows of pearls with a pearl in the center. The whole thing is incredibly heavily beaded and sequined. Now, you can do 2 things. You can use this fabric as is for covering all kinds of projects. Or you could take it and cut out these flowers and the leaves and use it that way. Once you get out of the train, the body of the skirt is backed with a polyester backing material. Now, it is possible to cut around them still, but I didn't do it on the skirt because I felt that it would be more useful to somebody as an entire piece. I did cut out the appliques on the bodice where you didn't have a big expanse of fabric, but I felt that this big expanse of fabric was probably going to be very appealing to somebody. Okay, so there's the entire skirt. And now I'm going to show you the appliques that I managed to pull from the skirt. And I will give you a price on that fabric, but I'll do that at the end of the video, okay? I will also put all my prices for everything. I'm going to put this down again now. I will put my prices for everything at the bottom in the description. Okay, so we're going to try and work from the top to the bottom here, I think. So the first thing is this bow. It's a giant satin bow. Look at that. It's absolutely enormous. It is in perfect condition. It is pure white. It has these attached to it, and at the bottom of each one are 2 flowers, one on each side. And these are the same little beaded flowers that you find on the dress, okay? And I am asking if anyone is interested in the bow. Hold on, $4 for the bow. And remember, all my prices do not include shipping, but I only charge actual shipping. Okay, next we have 3 large appliques. I'm just trying to see my price. Oh, $1.50 each. Okay, so these are the 3 large appliques that came from this dress. Now, this would be an example of what you could get from the dress if you were looking for a flourish or swirl, okay? This was not an easy dress to remove the appliques from. I will tell you that. Some you can go around and pick out the stitches using a seam ripper. Some you have to cut around the entire piece. And I will tell you, if you buy the fabric, you will need to cut out every piece. If you start seam ripping, you end up releasing the beads and sequins, okay? So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3, Each one is slightly different. Each one is what I would consider flourish. This one sort of has a flower on it. Those are $1.50 each. So dress 1, or sorry, this is actually dress 5. And those are large appliques, okay? Then we go to the medium-sized appliques, which is this whole thing right here. And I am asking, small. Oh, these are small. I consider these small. 2 for $2. So I will give you 2 of my choice. And 2 for $2. These are primarily flowers of some description. There's a rather a variety. All of them have beads, and I think they all have sequins too. Sometimes you'll see the netting behind there in certain places, sometimes not, as in this one. Okay, so these are small appliques, 2 for $2. Then I have this. This is a set. Hold on, I'm going to move the camera again, and I'm going to move my items a bit too. All right, so this is a set of small appliques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. This is actually just a floral center. I was trying to get the flower off in it. I messed it up, so it's just a beaded and sequined floral center. The rest, there's 2 that are double flowers, 1 that is a single flower with 2 leaves, and 2 that are flourishes or leaves. Okay, so for this 6-piece set, I am asking, hold on, I think that's, you know, I'm not sure. I can't read my writing. Isn't that terrible? I think I'm asking $5 for the 6-piece set, but I will check on that. I think it may be less than that. All right, now I'm going to move on to these. These are just gorgeous. So these have minimal beading on them. They are primarily satin, but they are so beautiful. Look at that. This is, and some of them have, see that, they have that beading center that I showed you. And then this one is different. This one includes leaves that have bugle beads on them. This one is different again. Oh, and if you saw that come apart, okay, a lot of them are going to look like this. Now, here's the trick. If you remove that, like these stitches, you're likely to lose your beading. So you have to be very careful. You can cut off this extra, but you just have to be really, really, really careful not to cut the stitching. So if ever it was a tricky spot, I left the backing attached, okay? All right, so these are the Satin Flowers, and those are $1.50 each, okay? And I have 6 of those available. The last thing that I got from this dress, I've done a sort of a special little thing with this. So you will get a little packet like this. Each packet will look a little bit different. Move that, open it up, and inside you will see 6 pearl flower centers. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little pearls. These are kept together by stitches, not glue. So they also have backing material on them. They would be perfect for flower centers. They are just so darling, so cute, and hopefully a good price too. I am asking $1.50 for each set of those. So I thought those were kind of cute. Looks like a little stocking stuffer or something, don't you think? So $1.50 per set for 6 of them. And just in case you're curious, this is what they look like when they're not on the card. And that's what the back looks like. Just satin or the netting fabric, okay? And I have about 5 sets of those available, I think. All right, we are now moving on to dress 2. Dress 2 is quite different from dress 1. Dress 1 is actually a pretty expensive dress, I think. Well, for me. I mean, my version of expensive and some people's is rather different. But The lace fabric, very, very expensive. Okay, so I'm going to actually move around and hopefully I'll stay in camera. This dress is a very typical 1980s dress with tons of beading, dangles, and sequins on it. So I have some pieces. I've already sold many pieces from this dress, but I had a few left over. So this is dress 6. This piece here I'm going to leave as is with the pearl strands attached. There are 4 good sized pearl strands there. And I almost think that this looks like a butterfly, don't you? Anyway, so this comes as is. There are pearl beads, there are oval beads, there are a few sequins on there. That is the first piece, and I'm going to call it butterfly, and I am asking $6 for that piece. Then I'm going to move this in the hopes that I can get this whole thing on camera. Okay, so this piece here I'm going to call large dangle because it has these gorgeous pearl dangles on it. And I'm pretty sure I know who's going to want this. And Roseanne, you get first dibs. I promised you would. Now, this is actually 2 pieces, and you could certainly cut through here and separate the dangle parts, although you would have to be very, very careful because it's entirely possible that this is stitched to this, okay? Or you could leave it as is, of course, and use it that way. I want to show you the detail on here. Every flower is surrounded in the pearl beads. There's pearl beads in the center of each flower. There are sequins around it. Different kinds of beads. That's just fuzz. Don't worry about that. Beautiful. Absolutely exquisite. There is minor yellowing of the sequins on these, the kind that occurs with age. I happen to think it's very pretty. I hope you do too. So that is the large dangle piece. I'm asking $7.50 for that. Then I have these large appliques. I currently have 8 available. Each piece is identical. We have this open work up here. The entire thing is covered again in the pearl beads. There are some sequins, as you can see right here. So, and overall the effect is, hold on, a flourish, a beautiful flourish. I'm actually going to measure this because I didn't do that before. Let me show you with my tape measure. It is about 10 inches across, and the widest part's about 2.5 inches. So these are my 8 large appliques. I'm asking $3 each for each applique, okay? I will tell you too that anytime that you buy everything I have of something, I will give you some kind of a discount, okay? I don't mean like if you buy all 8 appliques, sorry, but my prices are already really, really low for those. But if, for instance, you said, I want to buy everything you have for dress 5 or everything for dress 6, then yes, I will give you a discount, okay? I also, as I always say, always include gifts in my packages. So then we have this set here where we have 2 smaller flourishes, again identical, again with beading and sequins, and 2 small floral appliques. This is the set, and I'm asking $3.50 for that. So that's a really good deal, I think, for 4. $3.50, okay? I have one more applique from this dress, which is this one, which is actually different to the ones above. It is even slightly bigger. Let me lay one of these on top of it so you can see. Look at that. It does have the backing material still on there, but it is absolutely exquisite. I'm calling this the extra large applique, and I'm asking $3.50 for this one. We're almost done, ladies. Okay, finally, I have bows. Now, these 2 bows, Roseanne, if you want these are yours, okay? Because I know that you wanted them before, and they all ended up going to the UK, to Fiona. So I have 2. If they want them, they're yours. if anyone else wants them, you are very welcome to tell me, and then if Roseanne decides not to take them, I'll let you know, okay? But those are easy to sell, I have to say. Then we have these two satin bows. Sorry about that. Okay, so beautiful pure white satin. I'm going to say this is actually dress 7 now, okay? Dress 7. I'm just writing it down for myself. Bows. And I'm asking $3.50 each for these. They have an applique on each one. With this, the sequins have gone very, very yellow. This dress may even have been from the 1970s. I only just started on this dress. I will have more within the next few days, I hope. It may take me a bit longer, but this dress is heavily beaded, and all the sequins have turned this really pretty yellow color, okay? Unless they were that way to start with, but I really doubt it. Here's the other bow. Again, $3.50 each for the 2 bows, okay? So if you are interested in anything that you see here, please send me a private message, and I will be happy to work with you. Very, very, very happy to work with you, okay? Let's go back to this piece of fabric real quick. I'd like to sell it as a whole. That would be by far my preference, and I think somebody will buy it. To give you an idea on pricing of this, I looked online. I found one that was $76 a yard that was nowhere near as nice or as fancy as this. I found a couple in the UK that were very comparable, and the prices were 96 pounds per meter and 111 pounds per meter, I think. So you're getting up into the $150 range per yard, I think. Somewhere around there, 130, 150. So this piece, I don't think I gave you the measurements. Top to bottom is about 35 inches. The width at the top is 38 inches, and the width at the bottom is about 66 inches where you have the train. And it's probably a bit more than that because I am measuring it flat. And it's got shape to it at the bottom where you have the train down there, okay? I am going to ask $45 for this piece. If it doesn't sell at that price, I will consider lowering it, but I do think it's more than worth that. And in terms of the number of appliques that you can get off of this, dozens, okay? All right, so that's it, and I hope to be back very soon with another smashing video with more bridal lace and appliques. Thanks for watching. Bye.